Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva. I'm Evan Kafka.
And I'm Jack Housengate. Coming up on today's show, we'll let you know how you can support one GHS student as she travels to help a third world country.
Plus, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, so we'll let you know how you can give back to those less fortunate. So stay tuned because GTV News
starts right now. Welcome back, Geneva. I'm Jack Housengate.
And I'm Evan Kafka, here with your morning announcements for Tuesday, November 19th, 2013.
Many students here at Geneva High School are excited for the holidays. GTV reporter Ashley Milan is here in studio to talk with a few students on how they plan to bring the holiday spirit to less fortunate families.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with James and Quinn to talk about the food drive for DuPage. Now, can you tell us about what this food drive is?
It's called Operation Basket Brigade, and it's for DuPage families that need food for Thanksgiving because they don't have the money to get it. So the goal of this operation is to get about 200 families full Thanksgiving dinners.
And how do the people of Geneva, how can we help out here?
We're looking for all the students to donate food of some sort, like turkey, Thanksgiving stuff, into boxes in the social studies rooms. Some of the items are roasting pans, stuffing mix, instant potatoes, cornbread, pie crust, or freezer bags, and stuff like that. Whatever you want to bring in is good.
And when does this start and when does it end?
It's been going on since earlier this week, so yesterday, and it's finished up on Friday. You don't have to be a part of any social studies class, but you can go in any classroom, talk to any teacher, and you can bring in any Thanksgiving food that you can give.
And is there anything else you'd like to add?
I should give a shout out to Chris Pirelli. That's it.
All right, so be sure to go help out with this food drive. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Ashley. It's easy for us students here at Geneva to get wrapped up in our own lives, but for Grace McVeigh, she goes out of her way to make an impact on others just to make them feel special.
GTV reporter Taylor Bozer and Ashley Milan have the story to learn more.
I started working at Chick-fil-A back when we opened in last February. Sometimes I work front counter on the registers, sometimes I bag food, sometimes I run drive-thru, or sometimes I'll be out in the dining room helping the guests out here.
Oh, Grace is awesome as an employee. We're privileged to have her here and be part of Chick-fil-A in Batavia.
While Grace makes the most of all her time on the job, outside of work, she helps other people around the world with the various mission trips that she goes on.
I've done a little bit all over, some in Mexico, some in the United States. The most recent one was in Kenya. I went this past summer and I spent about 3 weeks there. So that's kind of what urged me to go back to a different country over second semester. And I'm going to Nicaragua in January. I'm leaving January 21st. I'm graduating early from high school, so I'll be done, I think, the week before that. Then I'll be leaving, I'll be there for 3 months, and I'll be returning back on April 24th.
Grace has been containing her excitement for her trip, and the work that will be done in Nicaragua will impact the people there greatly.
I'll be joining a group of about 10 other girls, and we're all going to be working with an orphanage down there, working also in just the slums and helping people who are really struggling with poverty. So we'll be doing construction, all kinds of different service projects, gardening, teaching English, and running Bible studies and other kids programs.
Her passion for helping others has guided her ever since she was a little girl.
Ever since I was really young, I read a lot of books about people who've made a difference in the world, and that really inspired me of how I want to make a difference in someone else's life. And so, I don't know, I guess it's just kind of been something that's been placed in my heart to go and help other people all over the world.
Being able to go on this trip has been a blessing, but a lot of work has been necessary to make this opportunity happen.
So I went and asked the owner, his name's Murray, he's a great guy, and so he was like, absolutely, I'd love to help you out. And so he hooked me up with Laverne, who's the marketing director here, and he runs all the fundraisers, and so he got me to help set a date, which is November 19th.
Chick-fil-A is a company that's pretty generous in giving back, and we like to support especially team members, but others in the community too, who are on mission trips or trying to raise funds for a significant cause.
Tonight at Chick-fil-A in Batavia, just by ordering a meal and saying you're with Grace will benefit her and her goal.
A certain amount of the proceeds that the customers come here, if they tell them that they're with me and I'm going to help for my Nicaragua trip, then Chick-fil-A will donate a certain percentage of that money to my trip.
Just come to the store, have a meal here. When you step up to the counter, just say, I'm here to support Grace in the fundraiser. We save the receipts and we pay a portion back to Grace of all the receipts that evening, whether it's in the restaurant or the drive-thru.
For GTV News, I'm Taylor Bozer.
And now that you guys have learned a little bit about Grace, we have her here in studio to talk a little bit more about it. Now, I know you went to Kenya in the summer. Can you tell us what your favorite part of the trip was?
My favorite part of the trip was definitely working with the kids there. We did a lot of activities just with the local kids in the village, and just see their face light up when you gave them like the slightest eye contact or just gave them a little hug. It just made their day.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I know that you're going to Nicaragua. What do you plan on doing there?
Our main focus will be working with an orphanage there, but we'll also do work in the slums, doing construction, gardening, teaching English, and running Bible programs.
And if anyone here can help you out with your trip, how do they help you out?
Yeah, I'm doing a fundraiser tonight at Chick-fil-A from 4 to 9. You can stop in any time, either inside or through the drive-thru. All you have to do is just order your food like normal, and then let them know that you're here for Grace's fundraiser, and then they'll take either 10 to 20% off of the sales and donate towards my trip.
So everyone be sure to go out and support her on her trip. Now back to the desk.
Here's 3 to know before we go.
Be sure to come to Chick-fil-A tonight to help Grace continue her volunteer work to Nicaragua.
Any boxed or canned foods can be brought to social studies classes for families in need over Thanksgiving break.
Also remember to bring non-perishable food, clothes, and items like toothpaste to the main office for families affected by the tornado this past weekend.
And I know, Evan, these past couple days have been really stressful for a lot of families.
Yeah, definitely, especially the families in Washington. Illinois could use anything right now, along with families in our own area for Thanksgiving.
Yep. Guys, remember this is the giving season, so if you have the opportunity to lend a hand, make sure you do that. That's all the news we have for today, Geneva. I'm Jack Housingay.
And I'm Evan Kafka. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, Geneva.